On to that as we wait for Coach Roussell. The players are signing autographs. The kids are shooting hoops. We got one happy dad, one happy coach. Coach, amazing. You hold a very good Army team to 22% shooting. Unbelievable job by you. Take a deep breath. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was a great night, and obviously, felt comfortable with some of the things that we were doing and how we were, as far as the game plan. I think Mike, as always, did a tremendous job with the scout. I think our kids were really locked in. I think that was good to see again. I thought we learned some good lessons at American. By no means are we a finished product, but I thought we learned some good lessons despite the score. And I think we were able to kind of maintain confidence. But I'll tell you what, and as I just told the players over there, we've been a different team in practice. We've been a different team on the game floor these last 6 days, and it's been really fun to watch.
How much was this game about hustle and desire? Because you were swarming to those loose balls. Every jump ball, your student athletes got their paws on.
I think it has to be. I think our players know that never is an excuse that you're not supposed to play like that, but you go against the academy teams and you go against an Army team that they're just one of the toughest teams that you're ever going to play. And at the risk of trying to scare some of our young kids, we told them this is going to be an exhausting game. It's an exhausting game for me as a coach because they play just so incredibly hard. They're coached very well, and you can do things right, and they're still going to hammer down and get what they want. And I thought we did a good job there. I thought we limited, for the most part, their second chance opportunities. I don't know how many offensive rebounds or how many second chance points they had tonight. Obviously they had 10, but they missed a lot of shots. And some of that was them, some of that was us. But I think you hit it right on the head. Our kids really came to play today and really got up for it.
Bucknell defeats Army 60-36. Now 34-3 the last 3 years here at Sojka Pavilion. It felt good to be back home, right? 36 straight days without a home game.
And again, I think it's not really something we talked about a ton. I think we talked about really focusing and coming out and playing the way that we were supposed to. And I thought for as good as we've been in the first 4 or 5 minutes in games here lately, we were a little bit rusty or just really weren't clicking offensively as a team in the first 4 or 5 minutes. But I thought we amped up our defense and got some stuff from our defense in that first few minutes.
10 different players tallied a bucket. Let's start with Caitlin Slagus. It seems like she's back, Coach. Whatever you and your assistants drilled into her brain in between her ears, because we all know it was mental, it's fixed.
It's on the way to being fixed. I love your eagerness, buddy, and I love you. But I think Caitlin's been a different player here the last few weeks. I think some of that's just a confidence thing. She's a hard one to guard, and I think there's still a couple things that we're going to continue to work on with her to make a habit. But when you have a force like that, and when you had Romaine playing the way that she did, I thought she bounced back from maybe some tough minutes early. I don't know what she ended up playing for the game, but 32, it felt like a lot more.
But her defense on hovering
was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
I thought both of our posts played pretty well. I know Murray's she's really improved herself in a really tough cover, but I thought we really kind of at least held our own. She got 16 points on maybe 17 shots. I mean, that's right. You kind of got to tip your cap to good players too.
And Madison Hovering, I mean, look, she's one of the top 5 players in this league, preseason #1. How were you able to contain her, other than Mike just having a great scout on her?
Yeah, I mean, I think some of that's tendencies, but I think, again, I think Romaine takes a lot of credit in her defense. And we talk about different roles that kids need to have for us, and Kai has to shoulder some of that burden at the point, and Bao's supposed to be that outstanding post defender. And I think she really has taken a lot of pride in that, similar to some other players that we've had over the years, and it's been really cool to see.
We talk about the big 3 a lot, and then everything kind of falls through after the big 3, and I thought your role players really did well. I mean, Max showed some nice fight. Abby Cap started that 15-0 run when the score was 2-2 for about 10 million years.
Yeah, it sure felt like it. I thought Cap was outstanding,
yeah.
And maybe got a little bit over-eager a couple times, but I thought Mac's minutes were outstanding.
Yeah.
Kate got in some foul trouble. I thought Ellie Mack was some of the Ellie Mack that I think Sojka is going to see here for a long time. It was good to see that, and like I said, I think all of them across the board, they've really deserved to have some good results here, because I think they've just played so hard here for these last 6 days.
I know you always talk about bench energy, and maybe it's easy to say because you won 60-36, but score aside, I just thought the bench energy was a lot better, from the athletic trainers to the student managers to your academic coaches. I mean, it just seemed like everybody was involved.
Yeah, and I think, chicken or egg, right? Do you do that because things are going well, or do things go well because you have the energy? I think we definitely had the energy from the beginning. And like I said, I thought our players really were locked in these last few days. Scout was spot on, and I think they took a lot of pride in that.
Hey, congratulations! You ready for Education Day? Your alarm set for Monday morning?
We're pumped for that one. Obviously. like I said, this is going to take a lot out of you. So our players need to enjoy this one, and then we'll get back at it tomorrow.
Hey, get some rest. Congratulations. Go hug your kids, kiss your wife, and 60-36, big-time win against a really strong Army team.
It was. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That was Aaron Roussell. I'm Justin Antweil. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. When we come back, we'll run through the box score. Bucknell, big-time league win against a disciplined Army squad. More fun ahead on Watch Stadium, the Patriot League Network, and Learfield Sports.